Bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo aquí en 7 en Juego. Hoy tenemos una charla muy especial. Hoy he traído a un amigo online, un amiguete, Andrea Calzoni, que viene a hablar un poquito de la neve Europa, un poquito de la actualidad de Euroliga, unas predicciones de la Final Four. Venimos a hablar de muchas cosas, así que sin más dilación, esto es 7 en Juego. Pero antes que nada, os tengo que decir que me perdonéis por mi nivel de inglés. La verdad que llevo mucho sin hablar inglés y el otro día le
Problem.
mandé, le mandé dos audios a Andrea y me di cuenta de que he perdido fluidez. Así que no os riáis de mí, por favor, que vamos a hacer lo mejor que podamos. Do you understand? Do you understand what I was saying? Un poco
Un
más, ok.
poquito. Español es muy bueno. Tu español es muy
Es
bueno.
buen español, sí, buen español.
I'm good, Victor. I'm good. And good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to be there. And how are you?
Everything fine, you know. Here in Madrid, everything is easy. University, those things, filming, the things that I love. So everything is fine, man. We are going to do a very interesting talk today. As I was
Yes.
saying, a little bit about your work as an insider, a little bit of EuroLeague, and the main topic, the NBA Europe, right? So for those people that doesn't know who you are, who is Andrea Calzoni? Like, where was he born, and what does he do as an like in relation with European basketball?
Okay. I'm Andrea Calzoni. I'm 23 and I live in Italy, in Milan. And ever since I was a kid, I've been passionate about basketball. I played for many years, but I stopped my career during the COVID. And for the past 4 years, I've been coaching with some youth teams. And my passion for this sport is incredible. I always study this game. And I still love learning a lot tactically this sport, keeping up to date, and maybe experimenting some new things. As we know, in EuroLeague has always been my passion. It's the kind of basketball I love for the tactics, the difficulty of the game, all the off-ball defense, so a lot of things. And is a type of basketball that is different from the NBA, but that I feels more like mine.
Better than the NBA for you, Andrea.
I like it more than the NBA due to tactical things, offensive, defensive part. I think it's better.
No, for me also. I think that the defensive tactic is more like it's better in the most serious. It's more serious than in NBA. So I love that. And when did your passion for basketball, specifically European basketball, begin? It was at a young age, or it was more
Yeah, at
later?
young age, I was a kid. I loved this competition, the EuroLeague, since I was 7, 8 years old, and I always watched a lot of games of all teams. I watched every Final Four, so it's maybe my biggest passions.
Now, going into your job as an insider, how would you explain what an insider is for someone who has no idea?
It's a big question because I think it's really hard to explain the insider's job because there are many things to cover, as you can imagine. If I had to sum up it briefly, I'd say that an insider has to break a story before that everyone else does. So you have to write a breaking news before the others, and we can say that most of the works happens in the summer during the player transfer window, starting maybe from April or May, but definitely June and July are the months with the most news, where you have to cover a lot of stories every day. You have to work a lot and be focused on the news. Of course, there are many ways to get a news, to get a story, but fundamentally it comes down to having good source. You have to know a lot of people. and these people must be people you talk to regularly and who now know you, people that trust you, maybe players, coaches. I can say that in the beginning it wasn't easy at all, but over the time you start building a solid network and your chance can improve a lot. I also write articles all the year around. I collaborate, as you said, as you saw with Sergio, writing some articles with him, with several Italian websites. I interview players, so I'm doing a lot of things in this world. But the transfer window is the focus for breaking news, for find new contacts, new source, and I think it's very good.
Okay, I'm going to say something in Spanish for the people that are watching the video.
Yes.
Para el que no lo sepa, Andrea Calzoni es una de las personas que más información maneja en el mundo de la Euroliga. Tiene muchísimos contactos y podríamos how we can relate you as Fabrizio Romano from Euroleague, right? Like
it would be very perfect.
Yeah, like bueno, son Andrea Calzoni, Matteo Andreani also is another big insider from Euroleague. O sea, para los que no lo sepáis, que es una de las personas que más información maneja en el mundo de la Euroliga y saca una información realmente fiable. O sea que sí, seguidle por X, ya que estamos, seguidle por ahí, que es su información bastante fiable. And that's it. I was saying that they have to follow you on X to know all the information, and that you upload very good information and fiable, very verdadera, very truthful.
The summer will be so long, so
yeah.
They can find a lot of news in the next months.
I want to know, Andrea, how is a day-to-day life like for you in terms of an insider? Like, and a question, and I have a special question for you. Approximately how many messages do you receive on a busy day of winter transfer window or summer?
This is a very interesting question because I start this project in 2023, so maybe 3 years ago, and I had already begun university. So as you know, in the summer you have to study for the exams. And during those months, as I mentioned earlier, we have the highest volume of work, the highest number of stories of transfers. A lot of news comes in every day, and you have to be ready at any moment. You receive a message or a phone call from a source. I don't know, I couldn't tell you exactly how many messages I get in a day, maybe 200-300, but I can say without doubt that I have to use my phone in June, July for at least 8-9 hours a day.
Oh my god, man, 9 hours. For you don't have summer, like it's you're always working.
Fortunately, in August, teams had maybe finished the whole roster, so in August it will be very good. I only have to use internet, so I can tweet from the sea, from the beach, or from the mountain without problems.
You love Spain's beaches, right?
Yeah, a lot. But I always had to keep with me a power bank because if my battery is low in August or June, July, it can be good.
Okay, so approximately 300 messages for a busy day for Andrea.
I don't know because I had a lot of phone calls. Okay, so
yeah, so
I can say you 8-9 hours a day.
Well, I'm not going to ask you how many contacts you have in your phone because I
can see right now.
Okay.
1225, 1,225.
Okay. I probably have 200, so yeah, it's a little bit more. A little bit more, yeah. For the last question about your work as an insider, without giving anything away, how do you gradually build your network? Like, did you start with from scratch, or did you have a base of contact when you began?
I can say that I start with 0 contacts, none at all.
Impressive, bro. Impressive.
But as you know, ever since I was a kid, I've always been passionate about this world. I wanted it to become my job in the future. Little by little, I start building good contacts, maybe meet players, do some interview, talk to some agents. You can imagine how does it works. But like I said, I didn't have any contacts at the beginning, and I can say that thing happened in just a few months, and I'm really happy with the work I'm doing. And of course, it's not easy because you have to earn people trust. But if you do a good job in the period of transfer, you can get very good results for me.
Bro, it's really impressive. From zero contacts to start to make your network going up. So it's really impressive. So congrats. And talking about the interview you were saying, you were with
Yeah.
Dustin Sliva, right?
Yeah, I am editing it right now. It will be online on YouTube maybe in a week.
Mm-hmm. How was that experience? It was good. I suppose it was
It was very good. I didn't knew him. We started chat a few months ago. Then we decided to do this interview together, and it was very good. His basketball type of his type of playing style of playing is very good for me. He's a very good shooter, and he's rookie in the EuroLeague. So he told me something about the relationships with the veterans, maybe with Williams Goss, Francisco, some players in his team, and also the differences between his coach at Zalgiris, Mazjulis, and Alimpjevic, because last year he was at Besiktas. It was a very good interview, and I hope you'll enjoy it very soon.
When you upload it to YouTube, you let us know so we can see it. And
Yeah.
now we're going with NBA Europe, Andrea, the main topic of this video. A lot of information has appeared in the last month. Well, first of all, I want to know what's your honest opinion about this competition.
Okay, as you know, I am an EuroLeague fan, but I think that if done properly, NBA Europe could be an interesting competition. It would be definitely attract a lot of American players, and these players could come to Europe more easily because there will be a direct contact with the NBA. I can say that we'll surely find out soon. It's starting, and we will see also which teams join the league. But I believe that at least for the first few years, the EuroLeague will remain at an higher level than the NBA for me.
So, would you say that it's a direct competitor for the EuroLeague, or it will be something complementary?
Okay. At the beginning, no, in my opinion. But everything will obviously depend on how much money and what budget the teams in the league will have. There are still a lot of things up in the air, but according to what Adam Silver said some times ago, things are very good. So European teams will decide and will definitely talk to the NBA as well to decide to get the decision to assess the viability of this project. They will also create, without doubt, some teams in strategic locations. And according to the NBA, I don't know if it will be a very good decision or not, but it's a new thing. Try to capture the British market, pushing in city like London or Manchester, where basketball is not the main attraction. A lot of things has to be decided yet, but it can be a very good project for me.
Yeah, I'm a little bit doubtful of this because like I love the competition, the EuroLeague, the level. So I don't know if like the creation of new teams like I don't know PSG or Manchester City or those kind of clubs. I don't know if they can create a team with the same level like I don't know, Real Madrid if it finally goes to the NBA Europe. So we have to see what how this finish. But it's interesting, right? About the teams that will participate in this competition, as you said,
Yes.
we don't know. Like the decision
Mhm.
is on the air. But with what you know, which teams are the most likely to join this competition?
We know that the NBA Europe is still in the planning and development phase. There are no officially teams confirmed that will be in the league that will be in, because the launch I think is scheduled for October 27, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And so we can say that negotiations with clubs are ongoing. Okay. The most discussed format is for a 16 team league with 12 permanent teams, we can say, and 4 wildcards based on sporting merit. There are no official announcements, but we know that teams like Asvel, Alba Berlin, Milan, Galatasaray, Real Madrid, or Paris, Fenerbahce had some talks with the NBA, are interested in the project. Okay, some new teams, as I said before, will be created, such as in London or Rome, maybe a new team in Athens, and everything is still in the decision phase. So it's so difficult to answer to your question, but I give you some teams that can be in for me.
The latest news that we have from EuroLeague is that SÍGUENOS is becoming the new CEO
Hmm?
of the competition. So Real Madrid
Yes.
situation is up in the air. We don't know what's going to happen.
Mhm. As I told you before, I believe that every team will look and will analyze what's his most convenient for them. But if earlier the decision from Real Madrid seems certain, seem done. Now we don't know what will happen. There are still too many unknowns for me, because it's too early to make prediction. But I can say that Real Madrid is very interested in the NBA Europe, in the NBA project. So let's see.
Like talking about Real Madrid, how do you think it will affect the EuroLeague and also the European basketball in general if the club joins the NBA Europe and left the EuroLeague?
I think it's something I believe that they have already taken into consideration. And since some new teams will also be created, we won't really know what will happen. Of course, I'm imagining a EuroLeague without teams like, for example, Milan, Real Madrid, or I don't know, Fenerbahce, Panathinaikos is not easy. But there are processes that happens, and in the end, the teams will decide what is best for them with the teams, also the players. So also the player will decide what can be good for their career. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was going to talk about the players because I don't think if you think that the top European players will be more attracted to the NBA Europe or to staying in the EuroLeague.
I think it's a nice question, but there are several factors to consider, and one very important is the salary. I don't rule out that many players will maybe split their career between the EuroLeague and the NBA Europe, and there will be constant and ongoing movement between the two competitions. Okay. At the beginning, I expect we'll see more top players, like for example Nan, Vezenkov, this type of player in the EuroLeague. But with the NBA Europe in place, we can say that this competition will attract a lot of American players, and these players will make their first experience in this continent, in this continent with this competition. Okay, so we also need to understand if there will be a good cohesion between the two competitions, so between the EuroLeague and FIBA. given that as of now the relationships between them doesn't seems to be very good. So this will attract also the decision of the top players for me.
Yeah, my perspective is that the first year of the competition is a little bit doubtful. It's not the players don't know how the competition is going to be, how the level is going to be also. So I think the first year is going to be a little bit messy, in my
Maybe,
opinion. Maybe yes, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
To finish this topic, how do you think this will end? Do you think it will be good, or it will end badly?
I think it's a very tough bet, but as I told you before, I think it can be a very nice project. So I'm confident that the NBA Europe will carve out his space, his clear space in this continent, and it can become a nice long-term project. Okay, we'll see what happens in the next months. Which teams will be in? Which team, like for example Barcelona, will decide to continue with the EuroLeague? So we don't know a lot as of now, my friend. But I think, as I told you, that it can be good.
So you think it will be great? Okay.
Yeah.
I am in the opposite side, Andrea. I think that the level of the EuroLeague can it's impossible to improve. It's impossible to improve the level of the
Yes.
EuroLeague in a new competition with all the players in the NBA and also a lot of players in the EuroLeague. I don't think there are more players to improve that level. You know.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the NBA Euro part. I think it's been good, and we are not talking about the a little bit of EuroLeague and some predictions for the season. Your bets, Andrea, your bets.
And it's not good, as you know.
It's not good. Well, we'll start easy. I want to ask
Okay.
you what are your three favorite players right now in the competition.
After my answer, I also want your.
Okay,
Okay.
fantastic.
This kind of question are always very difficult because in this competition there are a lot of players that are an high level, and if I have to give you my three favorites, I am going with Lucas because he's Lucas.
Okay.
He's one of my all-time favorites with Chacho, with Teodosic. He's this type of players.
You love
Okay.
you love point guards, right?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
I think that I can answer only with point guard. Okay.
Okay, that's okay.
And his experience and his basketball IQ, I believe that will carry Panathinaikos another year to the EuroLeague Final Four. So I'm going with Lucas.
Okay,
Second name, maybe Wade Baldwin,
okay. Nice season for
because
him. Nice season for him.
yes, over the last 2 years, thanks to Saras, he won the EuroLeague last years. He becomes an elite player, and his level has gone even higher this year. Okay, he's the leader of Fenerbahce with Telenorton Tucker, and I think that Fenerbahce is a team that will try to win it again and go to the back-to-back. Lucas Baldwin. The third one is a little bet, but I think that it can be an elite players in 1 or 2 years, and I'm talking about Jared Butler.
All right. Yes.
Because
Coming from the NBA. Yes, sir.
yes, I love players like him. This type of guy that can score a lot of points in just a few minutes. Like for example, Brizuela in Barcelona. Okay, a streak player. He can score in all position of the court, 2 point, 3 point. He can dribble. He can do everything. Okay, and I think that if he stays in Europe for several years, he can enter the elite level. And also Sasa Georgievich knows that from the bench he can be a very good player for Zvezda that is fighting for a playoff spot. Okay, so Jared Butler is my bad. I trust him.
Okay, so every player, a small player, right? You love small players.
Yes. Yes.
So now, do you want to hear my three favorite players from the competition?
Okay.
I'm gonna say Nadir Hifi is one of my
Okay.
favorite players because he has an very personal style of playing. Like his step back is too smooth. He makes everything very easy and very personal. So I love that kind of player. We have to see what happens with him for next year if he goes out
Do you
of
think he
Greece.
can play in the NBA?
Well, I think it's a player that.
For me, yes.
Yes, I think that with his personal style, I think he can go to the NBA.
Okay.
But I really think that he's going to sign with a top team of EuroLeague. I think so. We have to see if Madrid can be a possibility.
You hope that.
Yeah, I love him. When Jules retires, that I think this will be his last year. It could be a good, like another spectacular player. It could be his substitute. And now I'm going with Trey Lyles. I think
Okay.
his impact in the league as a rookie has been incredible this year. This month, January, 74% on 3-pointers, incredible, and he makes everything so easy in the post and like shooting in coming from running in the fast break. So I love his style of play also, and his connection with the centers of Madrid with Alex Len and Garuba. So I love him, and I love Trey Lyles' experience. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I saw.
Bro, it's incredible. My third one, because of his energy, like he's not good from the head, man.
Okay.
Can you guess it?
I don't know.
It's a center.
Okay. Tyreek Jones.
Yes, man.
Okay.
I love the energy of that player. Like he makes a normal dunk and he's like celebrating like a buzzer beater. I
Yes.
love him, man. I love him, and he's physical, and I love his capacity.
Do you think he is one of the best center in the league?
I think that yes, man. I think that yes. He's he has some physical qualities that not other players in the league have. So yeah, I think it was a perfect signing for Olympiacos.
Yes, I agree with you.
To rotate with Milutinov, don't a whole like he loses a bit of how do you say, a little bit of importance in the team, but I think it's a perfect rotation for Milutinov. So
Yes.
yeah, him against Barca,
because they
he
are
was incredible.
different.
Yeah,
Because they are so different, so it can be very good,
Yeah,
and they can play both with Vezenkov and Peters. So
yeah, it's very good.
very good rotation.
And
Yes.
he makes the other day the game against Barca was incredible, man.
Yeah, I saw it.
It
5
was-
blocks, a lot of points.
He's
Yes.
crazy, man. He's crazy. Okay, so that was my three favorite players, and I
Yes.
want to include another question, Andrea. A player that has surprised you, like a new player in the league, a rookie that has surprised you this season.
Okay.
I can say you my first if you want.
Yes.
I think that the improve and the progression of Alex Len, I think that he can be a important center in some teams of the EuroLeague. So I think he's going to be important for Madrid for this season, for the end of the season. So I love him. Yeah.
I'm going with Tubelis of Zalgiris Kaunas.
Okay.
Because I think he's so good in low post. He can also shoot from free. He's very good in the counter attack. He can defense. He can be one of the best power forward of the league in 1 or 2 years. We know that Zalgiris loves these type of players, these players that can improve a lot in the team and be more and more experienced in the competition. But I think that Tubelis can be very, very good.
Okay, you like Salgiris, right? You're a fan of Salgiris? You like the
I
team?
think it is a very good team that has a lot, very good rotations, a good coach because Masiulis was in Saras staff
Mm.
last year where they won the EuroLeague. They are a very difficult team for the play-in or playoff race.
Okay, so we're now talking about teams. Which team have
Yes,
you started following more this year
I
than the past?
I want to say Valencia
Wow,
because
I love Valencia. I love Valencia.
yeah, because it is a fantastic project with a great coach, strong and balanced players. Everyone plays basically the same minutes in a game, so top rotations, uh, top offensive part of the game, collective basketball. They plays at a high pace. They scout a lot because they found players like, for example, Omani Moore, that is very good for the EuroLeague. Uh, and I want to say also congratulations to Pedro because he deserves it, and he's definitely one of the best coach in Europe for me.
So we have two final questions for this talk.
Yes,
Which team has the best roster for you? It's tough.
another
Yeah,
another difficult question.
yeah.
I think that the best roster belongs to Olympiacos,
Hmm.
but without doubt, the strongest team in the league is Fenerbahce for me. Why? Because the Greek team has 15 players that are a very good level for the EuroLeague, but Fener for me has more chemistry. And Fenerbahce lost last year Nigel Ace, but they kept the same core of players that won the cup. So they have impressive physically. They are the best defense in Europe. They added player like De Colo and Eleanor Tontaker in the summer. In my opinion, they also have the best coach because Saras, I think,
Mm.
that as of now is the best coach in Europe. So maybe the best roster is Olympiacos, but the strongest team is Fenerbahce.
Okay, we're going with the last question, Andrea. The
Okay.
prediction for the final four.
Okay.
Tough question also because as you have probably seen
Mm.
the teams are all with the same victories and like
Okay.
from I think from fourth position
Yes.
to I think number 10, so a lot of teams with the same wins. So what's your prediction for this final four?
It's another very bad question for me because it's so difficult, but we have to see which team hands facing each other in the bracket, okay? Because maybe if I don't know, Apple will be at the one and Panathinaikos at the eight, it can be very difficult for Apple because they have to win both at home.
Yes.
Because in Oaxaca, it's very difficult to win.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that, in my opinion, if they don't meet earlier in the bracket, the four teams that will be in the final four are Monaco, if they can find a solution for their society problem, Olympiacos, Fenerbahce, and Panathinaikos because they plays at home. So I can't imagine a Final Four in Oaxaca without Panathinaikos, without Ataman. I can't imagine that. Okay.
Andrea, any
I want your prediction.
any Spanish teams on the final four? No one. No
For
one.
me, for me, no.
Okay. Okay, my final four prediction is Olympiacos,
Okay.
Panathinaikos.
Okay.
Have to say Real Madrid also. I think
Okay.
they're going to be there. And the last one, oof, I'm going with Monaco. I'm going with Monaco.
No Fenerbahce?
I think no.
No, it's impossible.
No, because if Fenerbahce, imagine if Fenerbahce in the bracket,
Yes.
they play against, I don't know, Pana, or it's very difficult. It's very difficult. But imagine
Yes.
that Panathinaikos finishes, I don't know, seventh, and Fenerbahce second. Anything can happen, you know. So
Yes.
I don't know. It's my prediction, Andrea. It's my prediction, and I think Madrid will be there. So last year they weren't. So I think they will be there.
Let's see.
Okay, so Andrea, hemos terminado. We finished.
Hecho.
Todo hecho. ¿Te ha gustado? Bien, ¿no? Ha estado bien.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Muy bien. Pues nada, I'm going to say to you thank you for being here with me today. As always, you have to follow Andrea on Instagram, X, all those things, because he uploads very, very truthful information. When you get the info, you upload it. That's it.
Yes.
It's instant.
In a minute.
Yeah.
In a minute.
In a minute. He's with the phone 9 hours. As you can see.
I also want to thank you so much for the invitation, Victor, and congratulations and best luck with your project. Because guys, you have to follow this channel because they are so good. They are doing a very great job, and I always watch their video. So let's go with this.
Thank you very much, Andrea. And now I'm going to turn into Spanish. Muchas gracias por vernos como siempre. Seguid a Andrea en redes sociales y, como siempre, seguidnos en Instagram, suscribiros al canal de YouTube y nos vemos más adelante con otro vídeo. Seguidnos por Instagram, que lo tendréis por ahí. Un abrazo y hasta luego. Chao.